Hi, hello. Hey, Mebby. You're early. Yahoo. I didn't really think about what to do today, so I'm deciding to work on Tappy's model while we're here. And I fully expect myself to zone out a little bit more. Because I kind of want to lock in. Okay, everyone lock in. There is a goal room that's set up. Let me actually copy and paste the code here. Forgot about that. It's the Estuary Cafe. I have it up. Dude, why is the Discord opening? Oh, never mind. I have it here. Let me pin that. Okay. So if anyone wants to co-work, I am here. And let me just take a little bit of a sip of my tea. I made hojicha today. And I brewed it with milk. So, and a tiny bit of honey. So it tastes really good. So at this point, what I'm trying to do is I will start on P's body. I'm not gonna think too much about the layers. I will try not to think too much about the layers first. I know how bad it would get if I like hyper focus, but let me first label whatever. Okay, this is her eyebrows. Let me just make sure all my layers are named properly. What is this? Oh. What is this? Frame shadow. Blush. What's this layer? Hair shells. This hair. Shell braid line, hair main, sketch. What is this again? Oh, nothing. Okay. I'm just gonna color code everything so it's easier to find. The eye size difference is actually insane. Oh my god. Whoops. How are they both my children? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is do a line art for the whole body. And separate my layer. Okay, the body folder. Let me color code that with green. Let me put in here line. Okay. I'm gonna work on the braids of the hair maybe some other time because I know I hyperfixate. Hey Aaron. What's up? Are we all working? Okay, can I? Oh yes, I can. Alright. Okay, let's use a slightly darker line. I'm thinking, should I? Maybe I'll do it in a vector layer actually. Yeah, sounds good. I haven't done line art in like a good while, and not feeling too positive about it. And the reason why I rescheduled stream to today instead of yesterday is because I was really tired yesterday. I needed some time for my eyes to rest. And I am happy to say that my eyes are getting better. After you guys like have been hearing me complain about it for a couple of nights. All I needed to do was just change my bed sheets and get some warming masks, and it's been slightly less sore and itchy every night. So thank goodness for that. Also, I got a lot of work done yesterday, so it's kind of funny. I was like looking at Niji Sanji stuff. I was just looking at the updates, and you know, they announced the new Koshien leaders. And yes, Koyaro, yay! No freaking surprise who my favorite of the lot is. But it was really fun looking at the merch and then like seeing everyone's reactions to it, because a lot of us were quite happy, and then like there was some, I'm so sorry, Steph, because I was celebrating and Steph was like, why is Lawrence so ugly? Oh, it was kind of funny. So I'm really indecisive with my lines right now. I need to remember that P's head is kind of rotated. I need to make sure I'm not tunnel visioning into like some of the stuff. So let me open the second window actually. New window. And do a rough like half body shot and put it at the side. Currently, I'm not doing any color mixing, so I'm gonna see if I can place this window somewhere. Rough. Okay, never mind. I'll place it out of screen. You guys won't be able to see it, but it's fine. It's just for me to monitor whether my line art makes sense. Yeah. Oh yeah, so I was looking at the Niji Sanji stuff, and then somehow I got into a flow of working on the thing I was supposed to work on. I was working on a survey. It's a bit of like a stealth survey. I'm just gathering the temperature of the waters around a local artist alley scene. Because I want to know what's up. I want to know the general sentiments. Like, am I reading the vibe correctly on social media? Is everyone frustrated with the same thing? Because I just want to know. So yeah, I was working on a survey. It's a very detailed-ish survey. I have not made one in ages. I don't remember what are the best practices for making surveys. The last I did it was in university. So I'm so rusty at getting questions out and making sure that the data is analyzable. Hopefully my friend doesn't come after my ass for making such like a slipshod attempt. But I locked in for about like 3 hours straight, and I didn't even realize that time passed because I was actually waiting for Ika Mama to come back home. She was gonna bring some dinner home, and I was like, oh yeah, okay. Like I told her what I wanted, and she was like, yeah, I'll eat first and I'll come back. I'm like, yeah, sure. And then like the moment I snapped out of it, it was like 9:30 p.m. and I was like, wait, where's my food? You know, like, is Ika Mama not back yet? It's kind of late. Is she okay? So I walked out of the study, and then I looked around the house, and she's already in her room, and she's like preparing to sleep. And I'm like, wait, when do you come back? She's like, what do you mean? When did I come back? I told you. I came into your room and told you that I'm back with the food. And I'm like, what? I didn't notice at all, you know, like that was so scary to me. I was like, did I seriously just miss that entire interaction with Ika Mama? Like, what? Too locked in, man. Genuinely. I'm not feeling this brush. Do I have a better brush for this? It's one of those days where like the brush doesn't feel right. Okay, this is a lot better. Yo! Oh my god, hey Aaron, thanks for the raid. What were you doing actually? Were you also doing work? I didn't check it out. Didn't get to check it out earlier. Was held at gunpoint to say hi. Hello. I'm so sorry that you were held at gunpoint. Work then Overwatch? No, back to work. Ah. Welcome, welcome. Also, hi Woody. You were lurking. Yahoo. Welcome, welcome. Small introduction. I am Ika. I am primarily a character artist. And I worked in video games. I've worked on Assassin's Creed, the most recent one, Resynced, as a quest and level designer. And yeah, I just do commissions nowadays. And I play random friend slot games and indie games and AAA games, anything under the sun. Welcome, welcome. All my homies hate work, dude. I hate work too. I wish I wasn't doing this. Okay, but no, it's Tapi. This is Oomph. We do this for Tapi. She needs to be birthed. I have so many projects that I have to finish. It sucks. It really sucks. Okay, my plan for actually the later half of this year, which is like now, I wanted to spend more time on just figuring out how long I would take to finish like a bunch of commissions, and then maybe start just doing this freelancing thing more seriously. But several projects came up. Suddenly I'm handling a business proposal. I'm suddenly doing surveys. I'm doing things scared. Okay, I'm like, there's so many things going on. But yeah, we're hard at work. We're hard at work. Feel free to join the Go Room, by the way. I have one open. If anyone has the game, please. I have the Estuary Cafe open. So it was built a while ago, just for us to chill with chat. Dude, do you guys ever have like days where the brush just doesn't feel right? I don't know. I'm having this. Oh, what is going on? Oh, Tapi, my goat in the Ika womb for so long. Yeah, it is. She's been in here for way too long. Really wanted to get her done because she's not a difficult model. Oh shit, I changed the color. She's not a difficult model to work on. It's just that, yeah, I've been so busy. Anyway, it's a very chill stream. I will yap when I think about something to yap about. Otherwise, I might lock in and you might not hear me for like spans of time at a moment. Also, I just woke up not too long ago. I'm normally not up at this hour. I'm trying to get up earlier. Just so that I have a better mental health. Just trying to get up earlier. Also, recently, Matcha got sentenced to the cone. He has to be coned because he's plucking a bit too much. I have a lovebird named Matcha. We took him to the vet recently because he has been plucking his feathers non-stop. And usually that's due to stress and stuff, but we know the cause of it. It was because of a previous infection that he had. And thankfully it's gone away already. It's just that his plucking behavior persisted. But this time there seems to be other issues that kind of surfaced. And it's more of like something that happened when he was just a juvenile bird. He didn't really learn how to fly right, so his bones are not defined properly, and it's kind of affecting how he, his comfort level when he flies. Like there is discomfort when he flies apparently, and that's why he's plucking. So we're trying to, first get rid of whatever bacterial infection is happening around the area that he's plucking, and then we will get him started on calcium, because he needs bone definition. My boy needs to lift properly. He needs to be spotted at a gym. Chat, yeah. Also, hi, welcome to chat. That's a crazy ass name. Lovely taste, I must say, exquisite. I need to figure out what these sleeves are. Tapi, where do they attach to? I'm very curious. She's not here. I think she's either asleep or she's at work. I need a better brush. Ding dong. It's Ewan. Bing bong. You're all in the mines. Me and my beloved Windows XP laptop. The cafe is a little bit we're not so funded. We can't really upgrade our two loan laptops. We will get there one day. I was thinking of adding a watch together screen somewhere in this room. I might put it near the wall seats. But that will be for another time. Because I think it's quite funny. Imagine just putting out like a random ass video during stream, and then I get doxxed. I don't know. Not get doxxed, I get DMCA'd, but yeah. I'm not sure how it works yet. I've not tried the watch together. Sorry, my eyes are itchy again. Oh god. Let me... Do I have... Oh, my eye drops right now. Okay, give me a little bit. I'll go crack open a new Ampule BRB. Ampule. I zoned out and came back to someone with a hell of a name. Exactly what I said. I was like, yo, that's insane. Okay, I got an Ampule. I'm gonna like take a quick moment to put some drops in my eye. Ah. Ooh. Every doctor I went to who has checked like my sinuses and like basically my whole like anything that has to do with my nose or my throat and my ears, and they're like, you have very sensitive like sinuses. Every single different doctor I've went to, they've said the same thing. And I'm like, yeah. And it's not, it's a terrible thing to have because like for majority of my life I can't go a week without like just absolutely dying on like mornings and some days because of just like minute dust anywhere. My eyes would get watery, my nose wouldn't stop running, face gets itchy. Yeah. My immune system is a little bit... I must say, okay, my autoimmune system is a little bit fucked. Is what I realized in like the past couple of years. Apparently they just get bigger above your canines and molars, I believe. And it means that if you ever get asked, you need to say that you want the teeth to stay in because there's not enough room for implants wherever the fake teeth are. That's interesting, what the hell? Just as I'm saying this, I'm about to sneeze. Oh my god. Oh! It's like, there were periods when I was a kid, right? Where like, it was so bad that, I would have like my eyes rubbed out and, TMI maybe. You can see the inner layer, like kind of like the skin is just like kind of coming off. But that's how bad it gets. And I would have to have like at least like 3 packets of tissues with me every day, and usually I run out anyway. Like, school was definitely very dusty. My classroom in particular, I was seated at the back near the cupboards and it was really dusty. And at a point of time I thought it was just like, you know, maybe I'm having some flu thing or whatever. I mean, I was a kid, I wouldn't know that it was like an allergy kind of reaction. So I just assumed that I was like permanently sick. But yeah, definitely not. I think it was only until I got much older, and actually it was only within the last like maybe 3 or 4 years that I realized that it's actually allergies. It's very late in my life actually. So now I'm very reliant on antihistamines, which is probably a bad thing, but also I know that like once I start acting up a lot, it's likely because of like dust and I need to clean my room. And my room is not like filthy or anything, it is quite clean. It's just, I have birds. Birds contribute to a lot of dust because of their feathers. Their downs have dust, they create dust a lot. And then, when we open our windows, quite a bit of dust comes in because we're near a road. It's not a busy road, thankfully, but it still does let dust in. So yeah, we just have to clean often. I have a dehumidifier with a purifying kind of air purifier kind of mode, but what it does is just that it releases like negative ions apparently. And what it does, it attaches itself to like dust particles and it will make the dust particles fall. So that's the interesting thing that I learned. But like the fact that it makes it fall means that my surfaces are just like dusty. The air is clean, but the surfaces are dusty. So it's like ups and downs, pros and cons to using that air purifying mode. After I run it, I have to like do a thorough like surface clean. Boy, does my room have surfaces, alright? Like, so full of surfaces. I have so much knickknacks. I have so much decorations around. This is terrible. So many picture frames that frames up art and stuff. Ugh. I have to clean the top off. Ah. This is definitely not the line weight that I'm used to working with. It's so alien to me right now. Oh man. I figure I need to zoom out. I'm taking way too much time on just a sleeve. What's going on with me? I feel like every time I work on VTuber models, I just have the inclination to hyper focus on small details because I want it to look good and detailed, but actually that's really counterproductive for me. And I need to keep reminding myself that otherwise man, can't focus. Okay, this distance is a good distance for me. Oh, thank you for the follow. Hi, Hugh Dongle. Is that how you pronounce your name? Interesting. Welcome, welcome. Oh, right. Speaking of Black Flag Resynced, Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, it is coming out in about 2 weeks' time. 9th of July. Yeah, it's coming out in about 2 weeks. We'll have a big stream for that on day of release. Recently, they have released another trailer for the game with some of the iconic cutscenes. Nothing to do with the quest that I worked on, but still lovely nonetheless. I myself am amazed at how far the cutscenes have come because it was done by like one guy. Okay, there was like a whole team, but like majority of like the beginnings of it was done by one guy. So like I'm so impressed. It looks so fucking good. I'm very happy to see how far the graphics has come. And I'm happy to see a lot of positive reception for the game. As someone who worked for a company that is well known to be like shat on left and right. I was worried that the first game that I will be working on would not be liked, and that would kind of suck as an experience, but it seems to definitely not be the case. So that's a great thing. Very happy, very happy. Also, it looks like from social media they said that the game has gone gold as well. So I'm so glad. I'm very happy for them. Okay. Thank you, maybe. I will definitely hydrate. And shrimp. No, dry shrimping is crazy actually, wait. I kind of forgot that I can actually this since I'm working on a vector layer, there's a bunch of things that I can actually do to make my life easier. Why am I doing this? Why am I making my life so hard? Damn. Oh, lovely. Okay. Okay. So how are you doing? Cold Squid not from Squid Game? Thank God I'm not from Squid Game, what the hell. I don't want to be mainstream. Ew. I'm just kidding. I'm doing okay. As okay as I can ever be, I guess. Like, when am I not a pile of like anxiety? I had a very nice birthday actually. Just wanted to mention. I realized I didn't talk about it. We went kite flying on the weekend, and on my actual birthday itself, I went out with my family. I wanted to eat crab, so I really love Korean marinated crab. Geja? I love that so much. And there's like very few places in Singapore that have it. Yeah, I eat that up. I slurp it up. So if you Google Korean marinated raw crab, you should be able to see the actual spelling of it. because I'm not so sure. Maybe Woody can help you. But yes, it was fantastic. My family actually loves to eat Korean food because they're, I guess our taste buds are very wired for preserved pickled food. So they love kimchi. Uh, the pepper paste, red pepper paste is very up their alley. Yeah, good job. And since it was my family that was treating me, I was like, yeah, you know what? Let's just eat something that everyone likes. So decided on that restaurant. I had a crab and a half to myself. That was wonderful. I mixed everything with rice. So good, so freaking good. Fun fact, it was Tapi. The Tapi was the one who taught me how to eat gajang. Because we were hungry after a karaoke session a while back. It's like probably more than a year ago actually. We went to this one restaurant. It's the exact same one. And she was like, okay, this is how you eat it, and like you can mix it with rice and stuff like that. And I was like having the time of my life. My family doesn't really eat seafood. It's only me and Ika Mama who has ventured out a little bit more into eating like all sorts of stuff. So we eat very clean food. Like we don't eat intestines, guts, liver, what the heads, feet. We don't eat this kind of stuff from animals. We just eat like mostly white meat, pork, and that's about it. Seafood, we don't really eat shellfish. We don't eat crab. I think the maximum is like fish and prawn. So like I'm probably the outlier. Like I will practically eat anything. Clams, squid, octopus, urchin, even sea cucumber, blah blah blah. I will eat it. Yeah, but my family doesn't. So I wasn't very exposed to this kind of stuff, and most of the way most of the stuff that I've tried are because of friends. Like I'm only eating like octopus and squid because of like another childhood friend of mine. Urchin, raw crab, shrimp, oysters, all from like my more recent friend groups. So maybe within like the past like 5 to 6 years is when I've learned to eat all of this. Ika, if you were in Squid Game, how long do you think you would survive? I don't know. I've never watched Squid Game. It's really sweet. I never had crab. Oh, used to think nobody used to eat it until one day I saw someone buying off the butchers. Of course, the Squid eats everything here. I like to try. Sometimes it scares me. It still scares me. Like for example, the other day, when I was still in Japan, it was like what 3 weeks ago. And I was in Matsumoto, and we wanted to eat this soba set. Like they are known for like their soba noodles in that particular area. And we were like, yeah, okay, this looks good. And my friend was like, yeah, let's try this. So we ordered like the same set and we shared it between the both of us. And then like, everything was great. And then they served like a plate of sashimi. Like I chose that one set because there was like squid and there was like roasted miso butter. There was like 2 servings of soba, like different kinds of soba. and everything was great. And then they served um the one plate that was like unknown to me. It was like written in Japanese, so I was just like, I don't know what this means. I can read it, but I don't know what this means. And then I looked at him, and then he looked at me, and I'm like, what's this? What meat is this? And he's just like, that's raw horse. I was like, who? And he's just like, uh-huh. Uh-huh. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, try it. So yeah, I did try it, and yeah, it's not unpleasant. It was pretty good, actually. I can only imagine it will not be pleasant for those who are not fond of chewy kind of meats. Like, it's a bit hard to bite them off. But it was very soft. Not bloody, not gamey. Very fresh. So I recommend trying horse if you're in Japan. It's not bad. If you're not watching the horse racing, you can go and try horse meat. But yeah, that's just the recent experience of trying something new. Also, getting back to Mebi's question, if I was in a general survival kind of like game where the moment I lose, I die. I think I'm the kind of character that will survive till like the third last episode, and people are gonna think that I'm gonna make it out alive, and then I fumble and I just die. You know, it's just like the disappointment one. I don't know. Like, I consider myself pretty good at certain kinds of games until I'm not. Like, that's my general impression. Ah, shit. Ever get that one line you can't get right? Okay, this is a lot better. No, it isn't. Dude. Okay, yes, that's a lot better. And then I can use the vector brush. Yep, there we go. Sorry for my flock calls. They are very active at around this hour. Also, I must confess, for my birthday, I received a very, very heavy, very big present. That I now feel very indebted and very pressured by. I'm very fortunate that Ika Mama picked up on my need for an upgrade of a tablet. So I now have a new iPad Pro. It's extremely useful because I can finally use Procreate Dreams and Clip Studio version 5. Previously, my iPad was so old to the point where it just can't run a lot of things. It was like the 2017 iPad. Even Clip Studio stopped support for it. So yeah, I'm really fucking lucky. But that also means now I can do animations in Procreate Dreams. And I don't have to wrestle Clip Studio's weird animation cell process. I'm quite excited for the new avenues these bring. I'm using my old Cintiq right now. But yeah, when I travel and stuff, it's gonna be so handy. And also now I'm like, oh my god, I gotta make back all that money that she used to spend on on this gift. I was like, I can't be a bum. I literally cannot allow myself to be a bum. I need to get my money back. So that I can pay her back. I know she wouldn't want me to pay her back for this, definitely, but like, you know, I need to give her like her allowance and stuff. Oh god, the cafe cohort is gonna go crazy, for real, for real. It's about the principle. It is. Oh my god, I can't be a bum. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm gonna haul ass for the next year. And the upcoming years, if the next year doesn't go well, I will have to keep hauling ass. Oh my god. I think about the price of it and I'm just like, ow! I wasn't even considering getting this one because it was just so out of my budget. Like unrealistically out of my budget. But yeah, the Ika family is very aware of the tough times. Very lucky for them to be very understanding. They are. It's a bit weird. There's a bit of like a push and pull for my family. It's like when things are rough, they will stick by me and they will really help me out. And the thing is that my family is not like we are not super well to do, but we are not bad either. It's like definitely middle class, but we worked hard to get to middle class. If you guys get what I mean, it's like we can't take it for granted because we were in the lower class before, kind of thing. So they emphasize a lot on like putting in like hard work and like, you know, how hard work will definitely translate to recognition, and then eventually you will gain like your money and your sense of self and blah 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 through that. They are firm believers of that, but unfortunately the way things have turned out in the world is very not like that. It's no longer realistic. Um, and I would say that like they are semi-aware of that. So while they are very willing to help me through it, they are also like because you, it's kind of like, oh, because you don't have a job and you're struggling somewhat financially, you're not allowed to do things that we used to allow you to do. You know, so I have freedom taken away from me, which is very weird as an adult because honestly, like, that ship has sailed long ago. Like, I don't, and I will rebel. I'm a very rebellious kid to begin with. So like, yeah, this is weird push and pull now. Like, I have to like set my boundaries and like regain some like standing, if you will. Ika Mama is less she doesn't care that much because she knows it's just not realistic. But the rest of my immediate family is they're a little bit more anal about that. So they will put pressure and they will try to stop me from doing things. But Ika Mama doesn't want me to do that. So yeah, the iPad is a secret. Like from the rest of the family. Over the years, Ika Mama has done this. It's quite funny. Like when I first got my 3DS, it was a secret. Like even though we lived in the same house at that point of time with the rest of my family, yeah, it was like such like a big secret. Like she knew that like I just wanted to relax and like I was having a tough time, so getting a like my first game console for me would be a good idea. But obviously I had exams coming and it wasn't like the best timing like people would normally consider to get a kid a console. So yeah, it was kept a secret from my aunts, my mom's sisters, until it was a bit too late. It was very close to the exams, and then she found out that I had a console because she found it under my pillow, and I was like, ah, fuck. And she looked at me and she's like, it's a bit too late, I can't do anything about it, and she walked off. Thank goodness. And that's the story of how I got my 3DS when I was a kid. I think if like I ever asked for like a Switch or Wii U or something like that, like I'm pretty damn sure like my family would have been like, no, you're not getting one. I think for a long time they just thought that like one, it was very expensive, which is fair, it is expensive, and then like two, it's just like not productive. So while they do enjoy games themselves, it's just like it's not for that kid in the house, you know. So like I guess they kind of equate it to like, you know, these days like how people view social media screen time. Though I think social media screen time is a lot worse than video games, but yeah, understandable. Yo, my char. Yeah, so Matcha's condition, I was up early because I had to feed him medicine. My rip Wii U. Indeed, rip Wii U. I still have mine though, and I think it still works actually. I just need to find like the correct plug. It's so funny because like I had to source for one. And the ones that were supplied locally were all not for Singapore. Like the plug, the head is not the Singapore one. It's the US one. US or Japan. So I had to source for the adapters and stuff when I bought it for myself. I only own a Wii U and a Switch because I bought it for myself. Back when they first released. So I got one on release for each console. And I must say that like I totally do not regret getting a Wii U, despite it being like, you know, like the famously known to be like who the fuck gave about this console, you know? Like I feel so bad because I did kind of like cycle some of my friends. Like I did convince them to get a Wii U so that they could play Splatoon with me. But like it's genuinely like I don't regret it, you know. It's I enjoy I had a lot of mileage on that console. Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD, you could play all the Wii games on it as well. But yeah, like I spent so much time on Splatoon. But yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I had to wrestle matcha this morning. Reason why I was actually on time for the stream. By the way, I did not set an alarm for the stream today. And the only reason why I was on time is because Ika Mama could not get matcha back into his cage. Like to catch him, we have to put him back into the travel cage because it's small enough. And then from there, we can like take him into a dark corner in the house, manhandle him for a little bit, you know, grab him with a cloth, bundle him up like a baby, and then like hold the bird burrito in our hand, and then like force feed him the medicine. So it's quite an ordeal, and we have to do this like twice a day. And the thing was that Matcha made it managed to wiggle out of his little confines last night. So Ika Mama could not like catch him back in time before she needed to leave. She was like, okay, Ika, you gotta do it. You have to wake up and you gotta feed him the medicine. And I'm like, okay, I will. Because technically the morning one is the one that she would do, and then the evening one is the one that I'll do. So pretty funny. Yeah, I managed to get Matcha back into this cage pretty fast. Not too bad. Quite compliant. I think he had enough flittering around the house for a bit. Dude. I may be so meaty. Holy crap. She is so meaty. So guys, if you haven't grabbed your daily onigiri and coffee, don't forget it. Because there have been several times where I've completely fooled you guys and then I didn't have to bought up and and you guys claimed it. My bad. Now I'm here to remind you guys, please claim it. So I did some organization for organizing of my stream deck, so it's a little better now. Everything opens with one button press. Lovely. Also, nice. Another piece of good news. I have confirmed a slot at Dojima 2027. Dojima 2027, and MSQ SG, yes. That one was a little while back. But I got that settled while I was in Japan, so it's about a month ago. Got the news. So I'll be back to boofing in October 17th. I think in the previous stream I did mention. So there'll be 3 events incoming. So it'll first be MSQ SG in October. And then there will be Domini in November. And then Dojima 2027. However, I must say that I'm not so sure about Dojima 2027 whether I'll be at the booth physically, or I may have like maybe a friend or two help out, because there is a chance that I'll need to be at a different booth. I don't know. We haven't sorted out anything yet. But if we do get it running and we do get a deal, maybe I might need to do something else. But that is for a very later consideration. Not worth to think about it now. It's for the small idea that I was talking about. Okay, not small idea, big idea. I am dedicating 4 months of my life to doing a course. But yeah, we'll see. Too early to jump the gun. I want to play Metro Chameleon so bad, dude. Oh. Sorry, I'm like looking at like P's like ref and okay. Some details I need to rework. A lot bigger than I thought they are. Reminder to self, I can work on this. I can recorrect the lines later. I can always just edit later. It doesn't need to be perfect. Also, I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard of straw page, but yesterday I needed to distress a little bit, so I went to make a straw page. And I think that it's such a good stress relief activity. If you guys ever want to like scrapbook on a website, pen down some thoughts, or like create a page just for your blobble, I don't know, like for a character that you really like. I think it's so fun. Personally, haven't felt this amount of whimsy in a while. Okay, I can leave those details to later. Oh, right, I do have a layer for that. Okay, you know what? Let me just line some of these then. Or should I do it the other way? Huh. Choices. Right? It's really it's so whimsy. It's genuinely so whimsy. It brings back a lot of vibes from like the blogger era, I would say. I think that's exactly what you're aiming for to begin with, but yeah, I felt right at home designing something stupid for myself. Also a good break where you can, I guess, pen down thoughts and not be limited to like a word limit, unlike like Twitter, where too much words and stuff. There's like very limited character count. Instagram as well, and nowadays like a lot of people aren't on Tumblr anymore. Only very specific fandoms. So it's like in between like I guess it's more like a blog, definitely. But it feels good being able to like design your own space and just pen down thoughts and have your friends follow. And yeah, you can add all sorts of like GIFs, stickers, music even. Ooh. Toppy went down south. Australian Toppy. You guys are curious to see what I made. This is not very difficult to find. Does it open the correct one? Oh yeah, there it is. To begin with, I'm not super. I didn't put anything too personal there. It's just now that I'm at this point, where is vector line? Adjust line width, thicken, fix width to 5. Fancy website, thank you. Proud of it. Maybe I shouldn't be, but hey Hakon, welcome. Oh my god. I implore you guys to have a little bit of whimsy and try creating a straw page or something similar in adjacent. Recently there has been like a resurgence of Web 1.0 type of websites people keep for themselves. I think it's quite cute. People trying to like establish their identity again in the era of like social media dominating over everything else. Very, very enjoyable to watch. And you can follow each other. So if you guys actually create one, let me know. I want to follow you guys. I knew this blew up like a while ago. Actually for straw page, but at a point of time I was just way too busy and too tired to make one, but I needed a bit of whimsy yesterday after locking in for like 3 to 4 hours, so I locked in for another 2 hours making this page. My damn bad. It was fun. I'm just narrowing some of the lines. You can do that with vector lines, and I love that so much. Makes my life easier. Fix width. Love Mr. Manowar scrungly. He has yet to make a reappearance on this channel. He screams for his name to be recited. Nice. Nice. Yeah. I decided to be a little bit more open about it because then it does put like a bit of pressure on me to actually get started. Or get going on it. Satellite is in the works. Most of us have recorded our lines. All that's left is to have that remaining few lines being recorded. We send it to the mixer, and then I'll work on the art, and then I'm not so sure what we'll do about the MV, but we'll get there when we get there. I have one that I kind of want to cover personally, and that's Ironina by Neil Fruits. It just got stuck in my head, like super glue during my trip. For some reason, I do not know why. I just heard that one version by Norris Tree, and then it just, yeah, I could not stop thinking about that cover. I was like, oh, I need to sing this actually. Honestly, I think it's a Norris Tree chorus in Torpedo. First it was Shoujo Rei, and then now this. Whenever they come on me here, yeah. Oh man. This is so good. I'm still in disbelief that like we competed against Norwich in VCB. Like what the fuck, man. Truly a time of our lives. Oh, speaking of which, I did mention that I had like a Voca Duo entry. Unfortunately, we called it off. And I don't think that track that I mentioned is ever gonna see light of day. But just know that it was good, and it was with very talented people that I got to interact with. So hopefully one day it might resurface, but for now it's been shelved. No. Yeah, I'm upset too. But well, it's okay. Less things to work on, I guess. Better for everyone's health. Kind of sad though. I already came up with like some concepts. I never showed it to them actually. I forgot to send it actually. I told them that I wanted to compile it into a neater format first, but before I could, yeah, the announcement came out that like, you know, they were dropping it, and I was like, ah, well, it's okay, I guess. But I did have some concepts. Maybe I can show it to you guys a bit later. Oh right, Tuppy wants these layers out too. Ha! Oh, okay. You know what? I'll figure that out later. I'll figure out the inner layers later. Let's not think about that so soon because I will start to overthink, and that's not good for my workflow. I'm glad you noticed the stupid link. It was so therapeutic. It was actually so therapeutic. I was like, yo, I can actually create any amount of pages and I can like do stupid shit on it. Oh my god. And then I typed out whatever was on my mind. And I was like, oh, can I actually search up, can I put this on this? And I could. I was like, oh. Yeah, lovely, lovely. The train of thought was forming on that page as it went. Ika, do you know about the Don't Even Joke Lad meme? I think I do. Sorry, that voice came out in my brain. It stayed in my brain in Edward Kenway's voice. Don't even joke, lad. I need to see it. Sorry, I'm so bad with like names. I need like to see the actual thing, and I'll be like, oh yes, I've definitely seen this, you know. I'm a very visual learner. To no one's surprise. Look at this delicious saltiness to her skin. Damn. Only I'm allowed to sexualize my friends. Only me. What does that look? Come on, man. You gotta look in the meme section of Discord, you see what I'm talking about. I would, but Discord has not been launching for me since I closed it before starting stream. I will open it later. I might need to end program and stuff like that, but I'll do it later. Dumbass Discord, dude. It do be. What is my favorite Pokemon? Aegislash and Rowlet. And I must confess, I'm not super I didn't grow up with Pokemon, so I've only the few games that I've touched to go by. So same for Aegislash. Hell yeah! Wait, can you tell me if I'm like tripping or anything? But like, are there no plushies for Aegislash? You know the one they always have at the Pokemon centers, like the whole array of plushies? I can never find Aegislash. And I just think that he's not plushable. Maybe he's just a little bit, you know, not very plush-like. I don't know. There is? Yo, what the fuck? I've been missing... What? Okay, I need to look a bit harder. I've been to like several Pokemon centers, and I've never been able to find one, you know, like... If you try hard enough, anything can plush. True! I do believe so. It's just that I've never seen one, so I've been like, huh. Is Aegislash just a little bit too, you know... Like, off the top of my head, like, I even have... So, I have a couple of Pokemon plushies. I have, like, a Corviknight. I have Wooloo. Wobbuffet. Lots of Rowlets. What is that? Maybe not in season. Not ripe for the picking. Yeah, my Aegislash is not... They have him! What? Dude! Oh man, pissed me off actually. Maybe he's not super popular. I don't know. Every time I say like, oh, I really like Aegislash, everyone looks at me funny. They're like, why? I'm like, come on guys. Cut me some fucking slack. It's so cool. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean if I unsheath the Pokemon, it gives me an eternal curse? Like, like, what do you mean? That's so fucking cool. Also, like, the sentence unsheaths your Pokemon is so fucking funny. Like, isn't that like? Sorry. Oh. And then like, okay, the reason why I like Rowlet is because of that. You know when you first play Sun and Moon, and then you throw Rowlet out, and then if you wait a little too long to decide on which move, he just turns his head like 180 and then looks like dead in the eye at you, and he's just like, the fuck you doing? And that's honestly why I just love Rowlet. He gives you that stare every time. You're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, fuck, I'm so sorry. Really like Blaziken and Wooper. Oh, okay. My childhood favorite was Wobbuffet. Simply because he looks stupid. Okay, like that. I had no. It was from the animated series, definitely. And he was just so silly every time. I was like, oh my god, I really like Wobbuffet, but then like over the years, I kind of grew out of Wobbuffet. The design is still kind of funny though. Is that Brout? Fuck. Brout has the energy of a concept artist who is really tired about everything that's going on. He's not joking. Yeah. He's not joking, guys. Be serious. Be serious. It's so funny that like over the years, like I have always had to explain to friends or like people that like I may be a gamer, but I didn't grow up with Pokemon, so don't ask me Pokemon questions. Like I would answer them horribly. I can't really draw one properly from memory either. If you tell me to draw like, I don't know, like a throw me a random Pokemon like Wooper. Okay, like I kind of know how Wooper looks like, or what I think, which I have an image of a Pokemon, but I don't know if that is Wooper. But I think it's Wooper. You get what I mean? Because like I don't really I don't remember genuinely how they look like. The most I can remember is from Gen 1 is because I played Pokemon Go when it first came out. But everything else is like blurry to me. Like unless it was like from like early game in like Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon, or X and Y, then I can tell. But if it's like a bit later game, like I wouldn't know. I think there was one night where a bunch of us were on like Discord, and then it just came up like I was like, okay, you guys can throw me any Pokemon and I'll try to draw it from memory or like my impression of what it will look like, and it was so bad. I should have a stream of that actually. Have I played Fire Red Heart Gold? No, I've not actually. I'm in the midst of playing through wait, which one am I playing through? Give me a second. It's on my phone. Give me a second. Just hold on a hot minute, all right? Like let me go to my games. I keep forgetting the name of the emulator, even though like I use it often. Piss me off. Not Chiikawa. What is that? Okay, what if I go to my apps? Sorry, my model will have to stop because I need to check. What is that app that I use? Why can't I remember things these days, dude? I'm having such trouble with my memory. I don't know why. Trotto Marty. It doesn't help that because I use an iPhone and there's this like one setting that's you can set everything to look really nice with what they call the liquid glass look. So I have that on, right? But because I'm a visual learner and I remember things visually, if things are not color coded, I have a very tough time remembering what it is. Because as I said, I'm really bad with names. So like oh my god. Dude, genuinely I don't remember. Okay, wait, let me just Delta. Yes. Delta emulator. Yes, I'm playing Pokemon Emerald. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. I had to double check. I didn't remember it was green, but I can't remember whether it was leaf green or was it emerald. My damn bad. Yeah, I was given the recommendation to play through Emerald first. If I wanted to try Auras, I should try Emerald and then I go to Auras. And then if from there, if I want to play something that's a bit more story inclined, I can go and play Black and White. Or if I wanna continue with some of the older titles, I can try Leaf Green, or I can try Platinum. I've played a bit of Platinum before, actually. Was it Platinum? But Platinum or Crystal, one of them. Once again, vaguely same in color. I don't remember the name. The furthest I've gone, and I've said this many times probably, is that was in Pokemon X. Because that was technically my first legitimate Pokemon. and I didn't even buy it. I claimed it as a free code from purchasing 2 different 3DS games, and then by purchasing 2 games, I could redeem like any game from like the store. So I redeemed like Pokemon X to try it out. And then from there, I tried on emulator, like the older games, just to see what's the difference like, what's the experience like. Yeah. Haven't played Gen 6 and those on the Switch. Yeah, I honestly, I feel a little bit of regret because I actually have like a copy of Pokemon Violet. I have a Pokemon Sword, and I have. Okay, I would say that I enjoyed the time I played on Sun and Moon the most. I had Pokemon Moon. But I would say that for Sword and Shield and Violet, I haven't really gotten to a point where it hooks me. And that makes it very difficult for me to go back to it. Yeah. So there's like a tinge of regret of purchasing it because they're expensive. They're really expensive. Like full $80 for a game that I don't play, you know? And it's one of those things where like I keep holding on to it because like I think I would like to assume that, you know, eventually I will have the mood to play it, but I just never do. So I don't know. I know Legends Arceus and Legends ZA was fun for a lot of my friends though. Like, Ginia enjoyed it. But Ginia is someone who's grown up with Pokemon, so I don't know. For me, what I grew up with was Persona. That was my Pokemon. Shin Megami Tensei. So what does Joltik look like? It sounds like an electric yellow Pokemon. Oh, bug. Kind of cute, I guess. Kind of friend shaped. Kind of friend shaped. It's like if you wanted Pikachu but bug, I guess. Up to this day, to this day, I don't know how to spell whale lord. Is it like whale, like WHALE or WIAL? Is it LORD or is it like? Oh, it's a whale. Like, does it actually cry? Is that part of the lore, or is that just the way it's named? What's Tinkaton? What the hell is that? It sounds like a magnetic guy or some shit. It's like John. Tink. What is that? Okay, but is the Pokemon like the thing on the ground or is it the hammer? Because I know a lot of Pokemon is like this, right? Like, you think that the body is the thing, but it's no, something else is actually the real body. Kinda cute though. I didn't finish my thought, but like, I wanted to say John Gadget is like Inspector Gadget because it sounds like thingamajig. Quite popular. I can kind of see why. It's quite cute. What? The hammer is Corviknight. They unbirded Corviknight. They de-armored him? What happened? Mega Tinkaton. Yo, what is this? The Pokemon Henshin. Wait, what? What is this? You plucked the feathers off Corviknight. Oh, that's horrible, actually. Wait. Ah, such is the wild. Such is the Pokemon wilds, I guess. Pulls out David Attenborough voice, like. Documentary on how a Corviknight gets like deplated. We were making a joke back then where like because we were taking part in the Pokemon chorus battle, and then we got kind of like annoyed over certain things. I'm not gonna go into detail, but we were like, you know what, for round 3, if we do get in, you know what we're gonna do? Let's just make like a documentary about Wailord. We're not even gonna make it like a cover. We're just gonna have like a voiceover on like how Wailord like lives, how they survive in the wild. And that's the only reason why I know about Wailord. I'll be so real. This intelligent Pokemon has a very daring disposition. It knocks rocks into the sky with its hammer, aiming for flying Corviknight. Oh, what the hell? It's a little bit like you know, like the fish. Is it the arrowfish? Arrowfish? Spearfish? The one that shoots water out of like its mouth and it like hits flies like with like amazing accuracy. It reminds me of that. Tell me you know about Cyclizar. Don't tell me it's a bicycle Pokemon. Like, I don't know what this is. What is this? This pissed me off, actually. Wait. This is literally the guy from Scarlet Violet, no? You mean he existed before Scarlet Violet? Is that it? What? Wait, this pissed me off. Ew, even his cards are not that nice. What is this? Oh my god, Riley! Hey! Also, congrats on your V2? I was like in the thick of it, traveling, so I could not attend the stream. Why did Cyclizar piss you off? I don't know, the way it just looks... It's like... It is literally a cyclist lizard, you know, like... Yo, what peda core? I don't know. Like... I got the cyclist part right. I ignored the part where it says lizard, you know, and... I looked at it and it's like a pun that hits, and I'm like, oh god, of course. Not the emoji. Don't worry, oh my god. Anyway, chat, this is lovely artist Riley, who worked on Pokemon Chorus Battle with me. Both of us were amazing tag team. Lovely art. Because I'm so bad with the Pokemon, Riley did an amazing job with Gyarados. And what was the other guy's name again? Guys, look at me. I don't recall any of these stupid names. We're just nice, we were talking about Pokemon, so like, I'm just recalling how bad of a time I had just recognizing them. And then like me looking at Gyarados like, oh like this bitch ugly. Okay, cause such a good experience, I quit CBs after. I'm so sorry, but also I'm so glad. Like, CBs are so not worth the time. I'll be so real. It's not worth. Only the deadline is a good motivator. Everything else about it is like, ah. No more CVs. For real. Okay, what do you think about Quaquavel? This sounds like a very annoying bird. This sounds like an annoying bird. What the hell was Quaquavel? It sounds like... it sounds like the private part of a bird. Hold on. Quackle. Yeah, this is a very annoying annoying bird indeed. Like, holy shit. I mean, slay, but like, why do you sound like a quackle? No. It sounds like a bird's like private part. The hairdo slaps. It does. I like the little like thing at the back. I like the tail. I like this part. It's cute. Wait. I like this part. Like there's the thing here. It's cute. It's like water feathers. You know, I get the concept. And then frog ass feet. Frog ass feet. It's like it's literally doing the limp wrist. It's like hey, slay. You know what? Good for him. Good for him. Lovely. Bird's got attitude. It does. Oh my god. What about my goat, Skelly Dirge? This is definitely a skeleton bird or something like that. Skeleton Burge. Am I correct? Never mind. This is a This is straight up a crocodile. This is just a crocodile in like a racing suit. Like he gonna drive Nick's racer in F1. Like what is this? What is this? Passionate singing. Attach up the 2 basic energy cards. Blazing shout. I'm pretty sure he can shout. Oh my god. What is this? This is a ridiculous design. What is going on? His gentle singing soothes the souls of all that hear it. With that look? When you look like that? Gentle singing? Like gentle singing? That's your birthday. No, Masquerada, I know how it looks like. Masquerada is okay. It's like alright, you know. Stupid ass name, but I think the Pokemon looks okay. But this, I didn't know his name was Skelly Dirge, and it pissed me off. Like, what is this? It's like someone didn't want to. You can tell the polygons on this, okay? They didn't want to texture him at all. Sorry, maybe I have a thing against crocodiles because I had to texture one before as an assignment for 3D. Spaghettito is cute. Ika, I will still knock on your door for the outfit design at some point this year. Oh my god, yes, please. Take your time, don't worry about it. Really, really. I'll eagerly await. What is a birthday Pokemon? Is there such a thing? Do you just search out your birthday and Pokemon? Birthday Pokemon. I'm so sorry I had to shit on your birthday Pokemon, by the way. It's like... Is it a birthday Pokemon finder? Is it birthdaypokemon.com? Is that it? Is this the thing? Is this the thing? Okay, let's just check. Okay, I need to Google this and see if it's the same thing. Okay. I don't see it. I don't. When I Google it, I don't see it. But when I use the website, I got this little guy. Okay, wait, hold on. 11 Pokemon. Sorry. Oh, 618. Oh, is the index? Oh, okay. I got this guy. I quite like him actually. Like whatever the fuck he is, like sure. You know, like it's Stunfisk. It's like his skin is very hard, so it's unhurt even if it's stepped on by sumo wrestlers. It smiles when transmitting electricity. I get stepped on the ground. All of his cards are so ugly. Dude, what is it? Big bite. Oh my god. It's okay, he has hard skin. It's meant to be stepped on, I guess. You can use my birthday Pokemon as slippers. You know what? Perfect merch idea. Actually, Pokemon Center, can you ring me up? I'm about to give you the best idea ever. Make bedroom slippers out of Stunfisk. I didn't know you guys didn't know about your birthday Pokemons. Dude, I barely know about Pokemon to begin with. I didn't even know there was like that enough Pokemon for that to exist. Interesting. Also, yeah, like earlier, like Riley was saying that like I agree that cross battles are always so tempting. Honestly, the most recent one, the RPG one is so tempting. I am helping out with sketches, but that's only because it's like game themed. But honestly, like it really isn't worth the burnout. Like genuinely, like the whole stretch, and then at the end of it, it's like yeah, it's good. But if you don't do it with friends, it's like I don't know, mixed feelings when it doesn't come out the way you intended it to be, and then your effort is wasted. You're like, oh, I can't go through that again. No way. The more random hit on my boy. I'm sorry, it's not personal. He just looks like that. Nikki asked me if I wanted to assist with liner. I was like, no. Yeah. Yeah. Genuinely. Your model face is so cute. Yes, it's Toppy. Third member of the estuary. She did a very good job with her reference sheet. You can kind of see at the side here, over here. So I'm just following it to a T. She's a android. But uh, in a sense that she's based on very inspired by EV Nautilus, like the one that's the unmanned submarines. What do they call them again? Sorry, guys, words are not coming to me these couple of days. But yes, they are. She is very inspired by those unmanned submarines that explore the deep ocean floor. The concept has a lot of like little trinkets and stuff. Very cute. Ika, remember Baby Tappy? Oh yes, the photo that I got. So I was in Osaka and I walked past a shop and it literally just the shop was just named Baby Tappy. Gave me a good laugh, took a picture, and I walked off. Went about my day. But knowing that Baby Tappy exists as a shop makes me laugh. It's on the tip of my tongue. The name is on the tip of my tongue. The cusp of my memory. I can't put a finger on it. Can't put my finger on it. It's on the tip of my tongue and it's on the cusp of my memory. I must say though, like, despite me being like kind of like, I don't know what's up with my memory these days. Like, I can't really pull words properly. Maybe because like, I don't know. I haven't been using too much words. Maybe I need to go through like a. Maybe I need to read more. I don't know. But I've been sleeping a lot actually. Like I have a Nintendo Alarmo, which is kind of funny. And the thing is that it does track motion. So there's like it faces the bed, right? So it can tell when I enter the zone in my bed, and it also can tell like when I wake up, because there's like movement and stuff. So I realized that for the past week, on average, I've been sleeping about like 10 to 15 hours. Between 10 to 15 hours every day. Which is a lot, actually. I'm a full-ass grown adult. Like, why am I sleeping so much? You know? And like, part of me is like, maybe it's because my eyes are so sore, so I'm just like, my eyes are just more tired and I just sleep more. But still. I'm not sure why. Do you have sleep apps? I do. But for it to work, I have to wear like my watch to sleep, and I don't like doing that. But my alarm clock, like the Nintendo Alarmo, it does do that for me. It does track my sleep. So that's like the fun thing about it. Pokemon sleep. Oh yes, that is a thing. How effective is it actually? I've not looked into it. You guys actually use it? Hi. welcome to the stream. I never tried it in my life, really. Okay, you guys should try it and let me know whether it's like worth it. Use it for a while, catch Pokemons rather than have a proper sleep. No, no, defeated a purpose. No. Damn. This is a true gamer. This is a true gamer. Okay, guys, wait. Anyone watch the back rooms yet? I have some non-spoilery jokes to make, but it makes a lot more sense. They'll make a lot more sense if you have watched it. No, but you have it on your list. Okay. Tried online TCG game day recently. You don't like the odds of getting good cards. Like, the odds are very low? Is that it? Did I watch Michael? No. Wait, is that the Michael Jackson movie? I don't know. I can't say I have much interest in the guy. But if it does, like, if someone wants to watch Party It, I would watch it, I guess. Spider Noir? Not yet. I do want to watch it. My man Nicolas Cage. I want to watch that and like the Tom Holland one. Oh yeah, I do like MJ songs. It's so funny. Like I had to switch gears. Like I know because you were talking about Spider-Man. Like no, it was Michael Jackson and then Spider-Man, and then when you said MJ, I thought Mary Jane, and I'm like. Mary Jane has songs? Like, oh no, sorry, Michael Jackson. Okay, yeah, so back to the previous topic. MJ is Spider-Man. Yo. Honestly, you know, like the way with like the comics. They tend to like have all these weird like AUs, you know, very possible. It's a very possible realm that could have been explored by now. You know, instead of Spider Rock, it's like Spider Pop. Spider Punk? No, yeah, Spider Punk is instead of Spider Punk, it's Spider Pop. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be fun? To be honest, even my name says OMG. My friend recently pointed out, oh yeah, it's now your brand. Rocky as Spider-Man? How? Huh. He's just a rock though. Dude, why did I paste that in here? You guys didn't see that. What Casper? Like, what MJ songs will say you like to hear a lot? I'm not I'm about to say that I'm not an MJ connoisseur. I only know the mainstream ones, but which one's the one that I'd like to hear? I don't know. What is your favorite? Maybe I'll make my decision based on that. Billie Jean? Oh, okay, yeah. Huh. Again, I'm bad with titles. I do like Beat It, I guess. That's the first one that pops up to my mind most of the time, and I I like to quote it. Yeah. I like that and Thriller. Thriller is good. It's only because I have the MV stuck in my brain, like because Ika Papa used to watch it a lot. Like we had the DVDs of his concerts and his and some of the music videos, so yeah, I was quite exposed to them when I was young. Oh, really? Wow. The cover! Impressive. I wish you all the best. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. It do be. Recording is hard in general. Not even talking about like a song, an MJ song, but like recording in general hard. Which reminds me, I need to record something for Ginya as well. I have a deadline. I have a deadline. You like people adding things that are unique? Yeah, yeah, definitely. Having their own flair is like having your own like art style. Is the equivalent. I think it's important to try to deviate a little bit. But even then, like when people are starting out, I think it's fine to just try to mimic someone to learn the technicalities. Oh yeah, his fits are pretty nice. Back in the day, it's like remember when I first saw them, it's like it's one of those things where like over here, I guess in most places, I'm not sure, but where I'm from, we don't have that many layers. We can't wear that many layers to begin with. It's so fucking hot. So because I was so young and I was like very how do I put it? It looked really out of the norm. In fact, it's really like, you know, what stood out to me as American culture. Like that's what I imagined back then. I was like, wow, I want to be like I want to grow up to be a rock star. Oh my god, I want to wear all those cool clothes. And now I know where to find these, so I'm just like, haha. Vintage thrift shops, America Town in Osaka. Jackets, leather jackets and studded belts and everything. Lovely. Yeah, no, seriously, it's literally called America Town. And everywhere is like there are vintage shops or secondhand clothing shops that sell a lot of American vintage clothes. But no, yeah, I laughed when I first found out about it too. I was like, you kidding me? Like literally America Town? Like yeah. Or for short, they call it Amerimura. Amerimura. Do they follow the Second Amendment? I don't know what the Second Amendment is. I'm not gonna answer that. What does that mean? Giving bears. Oh. I hope not. Oh, but there are a lot of weed shops around there. That's one thing that I noticed. Funnily enough. Like, I can just smell weed. Weed. Yeah, like it's kind of funny because I mean, from Singapore, right? We are nowhere near exposed to drugs at all, unless you're really in like the undergrounds, you know, you're like doing the backdoor deals. But it's you're really not exposed to it at all. The most we get is just like normal cigarettes, and even the cigarettes are like kind of tame. So like I only learned to identify the smell of weed is because I went to I mean, I'm often visiting like Taiwan and Japan. So and that one experience in Thailand, yes. You had to you have the right to bear's arms. Wait, you can take okay, I see the joke. No, both of you are joking around. Both of you. I have the right to arm bears, guys. I have the bears to arm rights. I have the arms to bear rights. Vapes are way more common here. Over here, it's the vapes. And then you get zombie people walking around. I don't know. That was the best butt call I could muster, right? Like, but the experts in the house are outside my room, not me. Chicago. Chicago. I kaggle. Wait. It doesn't Afro products. Damn. What? The times must be rough if like Apple gotta go into that kind of stuff. Oh, it's so fucking bright right now. Wait, I just got blasted by light. Give me a second. You know, earlier it was like storming. There was just so much rain, and then I just had like a beam of light just like through my window. Holy crap! It's like, Ika, the sun is up. Get the fuck out of here. I'm awake. Spare me. The mercy meme, yeah, I know. It's like the mercy meme, or it's like the Louis Swa meme. Shit, I wish I could show you guys. Does this work? Oh dear. I have that old guy. That's Louis Swa for you. It's like, it's so funny, like people who get into FF14 recently and they're like, Oh, so this is where that guy is from. I'm like, yeah, unfortunately, yes. Yep, yep, there was a self-sacrifice. It's a famous sacrifice scene that became a meme. But actually, even knowing when I played it, even knowing the meme, the scene still hit pretty hard. It's like, yo, you gotta do the Bahamut raids, the very early early game raid quest line, and then you get to see it. And back then it was incredibly difficult because you couldn't use higher level characters to go in to clear it. You had to like clear it with whatever you were given at the point of time, and it was so incredibly difficult. So a lot of it was like locked behind like the cutscene, like this cutscene itself was locked behind clearing the raid. So if you're not good enough, you just don't get to see the cutscene. But the way it's been structured in a game has changed a lot over time, and it no longer does that for newer raids. Skill issue? Yeah, indeed. Truly, truly, truly. Wait, I thought I don't know. Trigger. Assassin's Creed character came in my mind. Oh my god, let's not start on that. A bit dangerous to start on that. Maybe in 100 years, and it would have softened up enough. People wouldn't be so sensitive to it, but now it's still a little bit sensitive. Let's not. Let's not invite the wrong audience, guys. Crackerson and piss. Yeah, correct. Bah! Bah! Sorry, I will not destroy your ears, but yes, very excited. Everyone scream louder. I can't hear you. I should be able to hear you from my window, alright? I'll open my window right now. If I don't hear any screaming, you guys are fired. I'm just kidding. Don't wake up your friends and your family. Alright, let's not get fired at our workplaces. Dude, the glow was so bad. What the fuck was that? Okay, here we go. Remember telling one VTuber I watched to please scream and tear my eardrums gently. That's such a specific request. I don't know how any it must be a specialized skill, right? To tear one's eardrums gently. I don't know what are the logistics that you gotta go through to achieve that, but interesting. If only I could tell my birds to do that, you know, like instead of tearing my eardrums so violently by sitting on my shoulder and screeching. Okay, you plop that in Discord for me. Probably watch it later. Oh no, I know what it is already. The moment you type that out, I know what it is. Oh my god, birds. Fellas, yo. I swear to God, they're only this noisy because there is another household in the neighborhood. There are two other households in the neighborhood with the same kinds of birds. So once one of them calls, and my birds hear it, they just go off. There's another guy, there's another guy. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? You know, and it just goes on for hours. Get down, get down! I don't know. Get down, Mr. President. Imagine they're just throwing swear words at each other. Honestly, that's what I like to think. John security. Swear words so bad even the devil may cry. Dante pops out. Where's your seat? Dude. I think the day I find out what my Brits are saying will be the day that I don't know. It's gonna be one hell of a discovery for sure. You know, I might find out that I actually dislike all of them. Because they're just gonna sound like whiny children if I ever translate them. And I mean, understandable. They're kept in their cage when I'm not there, so that they don't shit all over the place. But like, you know. Yeah, no, I'll be so guilty for life actually. I'll probably fall into depression just hearing about them, like, oh man. It was a bad idea. Nice gap. I know, right? I made sure that it's there, alright? Like, yeah. We're all looking. What's TADC? Oh, no, I've not. A lot of people have been telling me to, and they said, "Oh, it'll definitely be my thing," and I'll be like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay, like. It's like when someone tells me that, I'm a little worried. You saw merch at Toys R Us? Whoa! I feel like it's like the Undertale pipeline. It's the Homestuck to Undertale to has been to Digital Circus pipeline, you know. Forgive me if I'm overgeneralizing, but like it just feels like that. Oh, is the blind box? Oh yes, yes, yes. Isn't it the Pomni one? Like the one with like the 6 different designs of Pomni, and then I remember there was like this one post that went viral where like someone went to great lengths just to get the Pomni, like the blind box, and they ended up getting the ugliest one in the lot twice. Oh yeah, no, like the moment I saw that, everyone was just like, "Hey, Iker, there is another TV-like man in there," and I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, no," you know. I've also been encouraged to read Ghost Story Gotta Work, GSGW, which I have made some progress in. I've been reading a little bit. It's the Korean manhwa. The novel become manhwa, yes. Oh dude. Ghost Story Gotta Work, GSGW. If you guys haven't seen it, I do recommend it. So far it's been quite fun when I'm reading through it. Kagurabachi sounds very familiar. Magical Catan. Sorry, I know there's a typo, but like when you say Catan, I thought of like the board game, like the Settlers of Catan. This is a magical board game with a floating fair around it. It gave me a very different imagination. Where are my texture brushes? There it is. Play and a random goldfish comes up. Yeah. What happens when I get too much water? Oh my god, it's 2. It's 2 p.m. Oh, the anatomy of the leg a little bit off. Okay, I gotta fix that when I properly render the rest of the leg. Oh. Is it dead or is it just my shading that's throwing me off? Maybe it's just my shading that's throwing me off. Huh. Anatomy hard. The hell? Yeah, art is asshole. I'm just kidding, I read it correctly. Yes, art as a whole is hard. It is. I don't know why I still do it. Damn. I was telling Ika Mama just the other day, like, every time I do this kind of shit, like, I go back to it and it's like I keep going back to art and design, even in different forms and ways, and I feel like Sisyphus pushing the boulder up the hill, you know? And she just laughed. Jumanji? No, I've never watched it. I don't know. I don't. It's like, it's more of a fun watch. It's more like a fun watch, I guess. I've never watched it, but I know it'll just be a fun watch. I'm definitely more the kind of person that would go for a more serious movie though. Like a very full, very, what would you describe it as? A whole fulfilling story, I guess. Okay, imagine something like Project Hail Mary, or Interstellar, or something that's very well rounded off. I go for that kind of movie instead. Barbie movie, yes. Oppenheimer, yes. You know, but not the kind that's like the Minecraft movie, Jumanji. Have I watched La La Land? No, not yet. Okay, I'm not really that much of a movie person to begin with. It's a horror movie. Okay, wait, maybe I should just read the synopsis. Like, the moment I see, because I know the actors, so when I see Jack Black in there, I'm just like, this can't be serious, you know? Fucking Dwayne The Rock Johnson in there, like, you know, this can't be serious. La La Land, a horror movie? No, that's not a horror movie. There's story progression, there's character development. Okay. Alright. Fear of love. Uh-huh. But okay, no, I know La La Land, like, the reason why I didn't watch it was because I had someone who was being very annoying about it. So it was more of like a spiteful thing, like I didn't really want to watch it. It's more like, you know, when someone's being really loud about something and then like you want to watch it or you want to get into it, but like getting into it makes you think about them being annoying, so you didn't really want to get into it. That was the case for me with La La Land. But I think now I wouldn't be so opposed to watching it. It's been a while. He might hold a movie night La La Land. Oh, okay. Interesting, because Genya has always been very opposed to watching movies with live actors, like live action movies, like with real people in there. So it's interesting that he's interested in La La Land. Oh wait, because La La Land's a musical. Okay, never mind. Crack the code. Crack the code. Yeah. Now I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's the only exception Genya will make for a live action movie if it's a musical. Guys, you need to tell Genya to watch more live action movies. Do you know how hard it is? Do you know how hard it is to convince him to watch something that's live action? That's not a musical. You know how hard it was for him for me to get him to sit down to watch Interstellar with me, and then he was like, "Oh, it's actually pretty nice." Do you know how hard that was? Can you guys convince him for me? Thank you. It seems like it's working. Watch Backroom. He's very stubborn. He's extremely stubborn when it comes to like what he wants to watch. Yeah, Genya would never watch a horror movie, I think. But I would say I don't think Genya knows anything about the Backrooms either, so it probably wouldn't be a fun watch for him. Like, it was fun for me because I know about like the lore behind the Backrooms, like the origin and how it came about and stuff like that. But like, for those who won't want to do some prior watching or research into it and then going into it blind as the movie, I don't think it's that fun. I think so far the only horror I managed to get like Genya to sit down to watch with me is like Minecraft horror. That's our entry level, guys. That's our entry level. There's no Kanye West entity. The world that doesn't exist? No. Not the Wi-Fi's ones, but I like to watch horror mods. Like I'm not sure if you know this guy named Calvin. His YouTube name is just Calvin. Dude's just larping his own real name, I think. But anyway, yeah, I do enjoy his horror Minecraft videos because of the way it's edited. It's pretty funny. Just search Calvin, so it's Calvin. Then you just type like horror mods. I think it'll pop up. I think one of his latest videos was really good. What's a knocker? Mika, imagine you're in a Pokemon world and someone challenges you to a battle and just chunks of 6 Tauros. It just chucks out 6 Tauros. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna be like, nah, man, you're boring as fuck. I'm leaving. I don't even know what Taurus looks like. I just going to think it looks like a bull. And I'm like, we are in a fantasy world, and the first thing you pull out at me is a bull. You know? Like, don't piss me off. Give me something cuter. But they strong? Well, I don't really care. Like... I don't know how the power scaling of like Pokemon goes. Like, I'm gonna be so real. I'm pulling this concept out of my ass. Wow, she is coming together so fast, actually. Yo, the flock goes crazy. And the flock goes wild. Yo. Sometimes I see beautiful OR and go, how the fuck do you do this without the undo button? You mean like what, classical paintings? Oh, that's because all paints are very forgiving for mistakes, actually. Actually, a lot of mediums, I would say, are very forgivable in when you make mistakes. Like, you can easily correct them. I think it's like the lack of the undo button is like how do I put this? It's like it seems like it's gonna be a chore, right? But surprisingly, if you have done paintings, you realize that a lot of times the corrected might be better than undoing. I don't know. That's my personal experience because I used to do traditional painting rather than digital art. So but yeah, I get you though. It's like on some situations you would wish there's an undo button. Just like in Mecha Chameleon. Yeah, I remember my friends just having their incomplete paintings because they can't undo. Used to do those pencil drawing and it's small, not anymore. Yeah, quite similar. I think getting used to correcting mistakes is a lot. It makes you work a lot faster than when you. Or it makes you work in a certain way where you don't really rely on the undo button as much, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's just a special case kind of thing. They already started painting halfway. Yeah, that's quite understandable. It gets frustrating. I would say like the more water-based the medium, the harder it is to correct it. So like oil paints is one of the more forgiving ones because it's oil. You can easily mix it up and like scrape it off. It doesn't dry that fast either. The medium that I trained on was acrylic paint and poster paint. So poster paints are incredibly unforgiving because they're a lot more watery. They're like a shittier version of gouache and watercolor. Acrylic paints are still pretty okay. Like even though they dry fast, they have like some opacity to them, so you can like paint over them, like your mistakes, and it's okay. But for poster paints, when you want to paint, like let's say it dries over pretty fast. But when you want to paint over them, because your paint is still, your brush is still wet, so it activates the dried up paint that's underneath it again, and then it mixes into like your corrected layer, and then it doesn't look like it's corrected, it looks like it gets worse. So that's like the problem of poster paints. But I would say that gouache and watercolor, even though they are more water-based, I would say that it's because they are so watery, you can easily reactivate the paints, like the pigments, and wipe them off. Like you can just dab them away or soak the pigment up, and you're back to like square one. And they're a lot thinner. In when you layer them, they're a lot thinner, so you don't have like the buildup of like poster paints. And it doesn't get mixed in so easily. Yeah. Yeah, off the top of my head, that's just how I see things. It's like, yeah, you have like two ends of the spectrum, I guess. Like the most annoying one is poster paints. But they are also the cheapest on the in stores. So I'm not sure if it's because it's a quality issue of the paint, or it's just the nature of the medium. Japanese brush painting, just black and white on paper. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, those are really lovely. Sumi ink paintings. Oh, ink is incredibly unforgiving to work with. Takes a lot of precision, a lot of skill to get your strokes right, to get the amount of water to pigment ratio. I'm glad that video games are exposing you to different kinds of art styles, as they should. Let me name some of my layers before I continue. Can't spell! Finished Game of Thrones yesterday? Maybe you watched so much. Wow. Oh, Ghost of Tsushima. I see. Okay. I thought it was like a completely different thing again. I was like, yo, there's a lot. Yes, but I agree. Ghost of Tsushima. I've not played it, but I think they've done a very good job with what I've just seen, like from like other people's gameplays, and just looking at the cinematics alone, it's like whoa. Playing Revelation. Oh, nice. All right. If anyone here ever plays AC Rogue, you've got to let me know what your thoughts about it, alright? That game means so much to me. It means so fucking much to me. Zoro becomes Jin. None of the story is gonna get done. Because he's not gonna find his way. He's not gonna find his way around. Wait. There's so much exploring. I will be stopping in about half an hour because I want to eat lunch. And by the time it will be about 3 p.m, which is a bit late, but it's okay. what are you guys having for lunch? Or what have you guys had for lunch? I was thinking of going over to Ika grandma's house to eat batang, meat dumplings. Because Ika grandma makes them by hand at home. So we have like 60 of them. She made 60, which is kind of crazy actually. Duck rice, ooh. Also pretty good choice. You know, it's kind of crazy that like at the supermarket they do stock like some like of these meat dumplings, but they stock it from like okay, from different places. They will definitely cost differently. So on average, you can find them for like maybe like $6, $5 to $6 in most stores. But at the supermarket, they stocked it from one specific store. It was like some marketplace, but some famous one, right? It's 2 meat dumplings for like 15 Sing dollars. Like, what the fuck is like... And I must be like very clear, like usually you have like 2 or like 1.5 for one meal. So can you imagine a whole meal being like 15 Sing dollars for just dumplings? I don't know, man. Like because I was so shocked. I went to calculate how much like it costs for my grandma to make 60 dumplings. And per dumpling that she makes, it only costs $1.60. Sorry, $1.50 per dumpling. That's like 10 times less, which is absolutely insane to me. And for reference, like a typical meal here would cost about 5 to 6 Sing dollars. So can you imagine paying like triple of that for 2 dumplings? I'm happy with my chicken gravy. Chicken gravy sounds nice. Really nice. Damn. Everyone should have a design like these. Easy and very readable. Yet very still very in tune with her personality. Yes, yes. Amazing design, courtesy of P. It's like we don't have all the details in yet, but you can tell that it's like it's already like there, you know. Pretty good. Pretty good. Now add the Gundam. I'm afraid I'm adding not a Gundam but a Jaeger from Pacific Rim. So this is like only like 5% of the entire job. That was hard to do by P. Yeah, yeah. Do 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 do. No, no, not the summer sale. No, we do not talk about the summer sale. No. Torpy. Torpy. Okay, let me unshrimp for a little bit. Ooh, my back. Oh, hey, Okana. Welcome. Oh my god, I really need to unshrimp. Whew. Okay, let me fill in the hair, the little braids here. Oh hey Shizu, welcome. It's been a while. How's it going? I've been doing pretty okay. As normal as things can get, I guess. If I'm not a ball of anxiety and if not for very weird new happenings, yes, it's very normal. We are all up in here just locking in. Weird new happenings. Nothing much, don't worry about it. You stick around long enough and you probably hear me complain. It's just regarding maybe things like what my birds are up to, or my eyes giving me problems because it's so dry. Nothing much, don't worry about it. Huh, is it like this? Oh wait, the length is very different. Okay, braid back. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Blink, it got blink. Ugh! Force blink. Wah! Oh, they are actually so itchy. Thankfully, they are getting better. It is really getting so much better. Previously, like, I would have to take, like, naps in the middle of the day. Okay, I just dripped another drop of eye drops into my eye because it was getting really itchy. Whew! Sorry, let me blink it in so make sure it gets into my eye. Ooh. Okay, a lot better. A lot better. If I take away the sketch at the back, how does it look? Wow. Okay, what if I toggle Ginya next to him? She is so tiny. Do you see how tiny she is compared to Ginya? Like how I gauge is by the head size, right? Genuinely the head size should be about the same. Dude, she's tiny, actually. Okay, maybe it's about here. She's barely at chest height. She's just tiny that way. I can't help it, man. She sent me she sent me her draft, and I was just like, okay, yeah, that looks about right. Well, I can't do anything about it, huh? Tapi is 5 apples tall, correct? Nothing wrong being a pint-sized bean. I can't disagree. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, wait. Let me just for entertainment's sake. Let me resize him. Is this about right? Okay. Dude! How about me? Oh, that's so fucking funny, actually. Dude, we... let me change the canvas size just for like a moment. How much taller do I need to make the canvas? Dude, that is 10k pixels, alright. That's 10k by 8k. Yeah, well, about right, I guess. That's face palms. Oh my god. Alright, that's kind of interesting to see how my style is evolving though. Like Genya is so dark. Actually, surprisingly. But I know Genya told me he doesn't want to be a pasty character, so I was just like, okay. But even so, I kind of want to make my hair a little darker though. Okay. That's your new model. What I intended for me to be. I don't think it will ever be made into an actual model, but I'll try to render it out for the sake of just having a new design. Yeah. It's very handsome. Thank you. It gives me the freedom of choosing whether I want to have long hair or not. I can show you real quick. Because the hair goes all the way down here. And like, if I'm feeling a little bit more femme that day, you know, is I can lean both ways a little bit more. And I rather enjoy that. Okay, let's undo all of that. Make sure my canvas doesn't die. Alright, there we go. Toppy is so round. Toppy is just so round. She's so circular. Yeah, alright. I think in the next time we work on her, we will start I will start rendering more of the accessories and stuff like that. I think we've gotten to a pretty good stage where I can just like say like, yeah, I'm about 50% done, which is pretty good progress. How many hours have I spent on this? 13 hours. That's not a lot of time actually. That's pretty okay. By contrast, Genia's model took about 80 hours. So that's like about 4 point something times more. 4.2 times more ish. I don't know. I can't math. Okay, very lovely. I shall end the stream here. Thanks for joining. I'm gonna grab some lunch. I'm gonna rest my eyes. I need my regular breaks now. So I'll catch you guys probably next week. Or if we are having a game night, it will be during the weekends and I will just surprise you guys impromptu. Don't go bald, thank you. I will certainly seek to not go bald. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for joining us. Bye bye. Have a good day, everyone. Maha.